Afternoon. Oh, little roadrunner just crossed the road. I wish you could have seen that one. I'm right now on the highway south of Superior, Arizona, and I'm going into an area where I've been before. Actually, I was here with Captain Dwayne, and we did a three-part gold prospecting video. Gosh, it's been a couple of years. You might want to check out some of my older videos if you're interested in following up on that. This is a very interesting area down here. There are, right now, we're going by a huge copper mine. And what I'm going to do is head to an area that I'm spotted before along the Gila River. And my intent is to see if there's any water flowing in that river, seeing what the campsite we find looks like, and perhaps spend a couple of nights there. We'll definitely spend tonight there, and if that doesn't work out, we don't find any fish, there's no water in the river, and we just feel like moving on, we're going to head on up past Globe to Roosevelt Lake, one of the big lakes along the Salt River, and see how much water is there and maybe fish that. Well, we're going to take a couple of nights out, one way or another, just using the topper like we did with the last video. This time I hope to get my tarp setup up so you can see that, and we'll have that up tonight, or if not tonight, if we decide not to stay and not set everything up, then certainly the next night. But we're just out for a little bit of an adventure, just scouting the area, perhaps hike some of this area later, but at this point, just taking it easy, just going with my little buddy Jorah. He's back behind me in the back seat as usual, probably asleep. So we'll get back with you when we get to a campsite. Well, I checked out all along the Gila River, and there's very little water, and it was just sickening the way it's been trashed. It's a BLM campground, obviously dispersed camping. The trash was empty, but it's just disgusting the way people have failed to use the restrooms that they're provided. So I'm back here out on some more BLM land in an area very similar to where I did the video with Captain Dwayne I mentioned earlier about the gold prospecting. Anyhow, it's quite dry, real pretty out here, and we're just gonna find a spot, spend the night, and I'm not sure what we'll do tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Let's get on to camp and get set up. We didn't get accomplished what I thought we might today, but Jorah's happy. We're in the topper now. We're up in the desert, the same area as I mentioned earlier. And I'm having a little bit of a dinner, a little sushi. Make it real simple tonight. Not too anxious to get a whole lot done. So, listen to a little chamber music. Whoops, well, we lost it. Anyhow, I guess we'll get ready to call tonight, and I think tomorrow we'll head up to the Roosevelt Lake and see how much water's there. So, Jorah says goodnight, and I do too. See you in the morning. Good morning, Jorah. It's cold. Well, we got the kitchen set up out here, obviously, because we sure can't use this big stove inside. Burning bacon. That's not good. Gonna make a little eggs and bacon and maybe some pancakes. What a nice sunny day. Well, I better grab that bacon before it burns. Might be too late for that. Nice out, huh, buddy? We are approaching Lake Roosevelt. You can see it down there in the distance. I'm going to swing the camera over here. This is my driver's side window, and if you can see the desert over there in the distance is where a fire came through, and it's pretty burned over there. It was right near the highway. And if we get close to that, I'll get another shot of it. But there's the lake in the distance, and that's where we're headed for. We'll see if we can get a spot down near the water, which I'd like. I don't know how much water there's left, but it's not dry yet. Well, it didn't work out so good going to the lake. A lot of the camping or access roads, I should say, were closed, as were the campgrounds, but I really wasn't interested in going to a designated campground per se. I don't need a picnic table. So we're going to head on down the road and hit the highway that heads back to Mesa. But I know some areas that I want to explore and we'll check out. And we're just taking a little break here. Jorah needed to walk around a little bit, and I needed to stretch my legs. So, next stop should be somewhere, wherever we're going to be going. We'll set up camp then. Let's hit the road. Hey, Jorah, come on, buddy. Come on. Well, I mentioned that I would show how this tarp works on off my rack. I see we have a crooked pole over there, but pretty much this is how it's designed. I have a pipe that's fastened to my cross beams right here, and then the smaller one slides in and clips in so it won't go back and forth. And then on the end, I just hook the tarp to the extension piece. And I have another extension just like this on the other side. Also, to protect the tarp itself, I use these pool noodles or whatever they're called over the edges of the canopy. Now, the way I have it set up right now is just sort of quick for demonstration purposes. And I'll leave it up tonight, but generally speaking, if we were concerned with rain or anything like that, I would probably rig up some type of a center pole to make us a little peak in the roof. Well, we're getting set up. It's late afternoon. Jorah is resting again, so we'll let him alone and finish with the camp work. I hope you enjoyed this little trip with me and Jorah. We have lots of little adventures planned where we wanted to explore the area around us and try to find some areas that might be good for future hiking trips, etc. But please subscribe and remember, keep hiking.